Hey guys, what's up? So we are going to be cleaning the little male Hardwickii that I've got right now. Make sure the camera's rolling. Yeah, I'm really enjoying the new setup for going live on YouTube. It's a lot easier than before. Sorry about my fan in the background. When I come down to clean, I always run the fan pretty good. I am able to get Hardwickii to eat mealworms. So I'll have to let Kelly know that they're eating mealworms just great. They seem to be eating crickets pretty good too, but I think this male is preferring the mealworms. So that's really good to know. If you guys have had Hardwickii, a lot of breeders are complaining about them not eating the they don't eat mealworms or anything in a food dish. Like, you gotta feed them crickets and stuff, which kind of sucks, but you know, there you go. Why don't I just go ahead and there's a little Hardwickii there. I gotta put a new trash bag in the trash can. So, I do bare bottom. A lot of people don't like that, but, you know, that's just what I like to do. And this way you can just see, you know, how it is when we clean these little guys. If there is loose stool, I do like to spray it off of the little thing here and just wipe it off. Just because, I mean, it gets looking pretty bad if you just scrape everything, and I don't want these guys to be looking bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this little guy oh, he's so cool. I'm loving this so much. This is like dream come true. Amazing. There you go. So little. Actually, this guy's getting pretty big. But, you know, hatchlings are little. Such a little guy. This guy actually hatched on my birthday. This year, of course. I mean, you could see how big he is. And just based on the cocoa fiber on top of the humid hide, I would say that he is going in there. Looks like he's dug around in a couple little spots. That's really cool. But it looks like he only ate 3. Right. He only ate one of his crickets. He doesn't look like he's digesting food very well, so I'm going to scan his tub and see if he's getting all of the heat. Pretty soon I'm going to change to the new fad of having individual heat tapes for each shelf. Right now I've got the Flex Swat, and it kind of weaves through an animal plastics rack, but my bigger racks are the newer version where you can have either or. You can either weave it through, or you can have individual ones on each shelf, which is cool. I'm glad that, you know, it's always cool when companies, you know, listen to the people that are buying them and change their stuff for you. Let me go ahead and grab some mealworms real quick, and I'll be right back. So, yeah, it's getting pretty close time to order some more mealworms. Go ahead and get these, get this all out of the way. My workstation here is just the worst. Really gotta get it figured out. Keep my mealworms in a mini fridge down here in the basement, just because it's not so fun when it's upstairs. What I generally do is put them in the Vionate, and then I will pick out anything bad once it hits the food dish. So. Got our little food dish with Vionate and osteoform, and we just add some mealworms to it. And then, of course, we're going to want to go through and pick out anything bad that's, you know, there's lots of dried out stuff that gets in there. Especially since it's the end of this little colony. Get a lot of skins and dried out guys. But these Hardwickii seem to be doing okay. I mean, it's not too bad. They seem pretty happy. Alright, and these are cold mealworms, so they're going to need a little bit to get warmed up. Oh, he's getting pretty active, huh? You feeling active, little buddy? Okay. Put some water in his hide here. Okay, buddy. There we go. That's right. Oh, back into your tub. There you go. Super happy. I'm just gonna give him like 2 crickets. I'll give the female the rest of them because she seems to like crickets a lot more. You know, one thing I hate about crickets is, at least for me, they die off pretty quick. I don't know how it is with you guys, but dang, they're not the most resilient food. I mean, definitely not like a superworm or a mealworm or dubia. I mean, dubia is like king of surviving. So, yeah. Let's go grab the female. So here we have the female. She seems to like crickets more than mealworms. And she possibly, yeah, she did go into her hide. So that's good. It's good to know that they're using this stuff. But what I'll do is I'll just add some look at her head pattern. She's so cool. So cool. She did lose her tail in shipping, which is a fairly common thing. And she ate 4 of her crickets. 1 cricket is in here dead. So, you know, that's... who knows if it died before she got the chance to eat it, just because crickets are, like, the most ridiculous. But she seems to be growing pretty good too. I thought about putting a grid down so we could track their growth, but since these guys have been shipped, it's going to be a little bit different than a standard growth. So I probably will do their babies. I'll track their babies' growth. That seems like a more realistic idea. I'll go ahead and pick out all the bad stuff out of the mealworms. Anybody dried and all the shed skins. She may have eaten a few of these, but it doesn't look like she's a mealworm type of girl. Okay. And I'll go ahead and give her the rest of these. Then we can go ahead and pick through here and get all the bad little nasties out. And give them some more vitamins in there. So Hardwickii is its own species. As far as right now, there's not much hybridizing into the standard leopard gecko. There is some talk of hybrids into other stuff from the 80s, but I don't really have my hands on Montanus and things like that. My friend Jeff Scott does, but I think his are crosses. I'm not sure if he's got a pure. I can't remember. One of the hardest things about the leopard gecko community is not only keeping track of your projects, but everybody else in the world. I mean, that's like one of the things you have to do is keep track of you and this guy and that guy and this girl. Oh, these guys are so scared. They're like the scaredy cats of the leopard geckos. But you can see just how cool her head is. That is just amazing. She's gonna be so light. There you go, girl. Get back in your tub. Oh, sorry, man. I didn't get your question. Can you type it again? And I'll try to... My camera's set up on top of my Canon Rebel, so it's kind of up pretty far. That way you guys get the whole shot of the tub. But go ahead and type it again, and I'll be looking right here. We'll go ahead and give her 3 crickets. So I'm just... What should I do if my leopard gecko is afraid of mealworms? Wow. Oh no. Well, I'm not sure what just happened, but we're live again. Hopefully this streams all together and didn't create another video. But next time I will be sure to... What type of morph? These are Hardwickii. These are not a morph. This is its own species of leopard gecko. So like Montanus afghanicus, Angermanu, Fuscus, this is a Hardwickii. It's eastern India and Bangladesh. It's debatable on other countries that it might be in, but eastern India and Bangladesh for sure. There are different looking ones in Bangladesh, so there's a lot of people checking to see if it's like a subspecies of Hardwickii or if it's going to be a completely new species. So that'll be pretty cool to see in the next few years. Come on, cricket, get off this. Back to the question about if your gecko is afraid of mealworms. It shouldn't be. Maybe go ahead and post a video on YouTube and tag me in it, and I'll take a look and see if it's like, sometimes they get lethargic and weak. There could be other problems with your gecko. If you've got cash, take it to the vet, and if you've got an exotic vet, don't take it to anybody that's like, oh yeah, I could take a look at that for you. I mean, that's like, your friend's dad's a mechanic, you know? Take it to an exotic vet. But, so, I gotta go. I'm not sure if crickets would be such a great idea if the gecko is afraid of mealworms. I mean, a cricket, like you saw, it just climbed right up on it. It's worth a shot. I mean, try other food items. Small or micro superworms work great for getting geckos to eat. They just wiggle constantly. But, you know, if you've got an issue with your gecko hating wiggling food items, then maybe that's not the way for you to go. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this little live stream. I'm going to try to do more of these. Maybe even tomorrow for 4th of July, do a little live stream. We are going to hit the festival pretty hard in Old Town. But you can see she's kind of growing her tail back. That's great. Super excited for that. Yeah, I can... If you look at her eyes are just like crazy. She almost looks like a marble eye. But, of course, this is a Hardwickii. So, no morphs. This is totally normal Hardwickii. This one is going to probably be pretty light as an adult, just based on the head pattern and everything. So, I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you next time.